5 tips to achieve your physique goals in 2025. Let's get right into it. Number 1, this is the most important thing. I repeat, this is the most important thing of the entire list. Okay? The entire list, which is be accountable to somebody other than yourself. Somebody other than yourself. Okay. Why do people get work done in their 9 to 5? Because they have a boss and they have a manager who is checking to see if they got their work done. Okay? I'm telling you right now, if people didn't have a manager or boss or someone to oversee their work, 99.9% of the work on this earth would not get done. We are social creatures. We need that social accountability. Okay. So if you cannot or do not want to hire a fitness coach, get a friend who is also trying to lose weight or meet an internet stranger on Reddit. Go to a weight loss forum on Reddit and find somebody who's also trying to lose weight, or have your fit friend, your one fit friend, tell them of your fitness goals. Let them know what your goals are, what you're trying to do, what you struggle with, and just telling somebody other than yourself to help hold you accountable. And they don't even have to actively hold you accountable. Literally, you just telling them will make you feel the pressure to stay on track because you know that somebody else is expecting you to actually make progress. Okay. And we are often driven by the fear of feeling guilty and ashamed of not sticking to our word and doing what we said we did. Okay. I am a big believer in both positive and negative motivation. I think both are very powerful, but for most people, negative motivation works so much more, which is you tell somebody that you're going to do X, Y, and Z in your fitness journey. And the negative motivation is not wanting to look dumb or lazy or not in integrity with your word because you said you're going to do something and you don't do it. Accountability is everything. Most of my clients already know what to do. And the reason why they hire me is because they need somebody to watch their butt and just make sure that they actually follow through on what they said they're going to do. Like all my clients know how to track their macros, they know how to track their food, they know how to lift weights. The issue is they're not consistent with it. Like they'll track for 1 or 2 days and they'll fall off and they'll be like, "Oh, well, I already fell off, so I'll start again on Monday." Okay, I'm like every day I'm like, did you track? No, girl, get on it. What are you doing? Right? So like they hire me purely for the accountability aspect. And I've been there where I massively struggled with my accountability. And that's when I knew, okay, I need to hire somebody because I'm just not gonna do it on my I know myself. I'm just not gonna do it on my own. Accountability is everything. So whether it's a coach or a friend or a parent or somebody, anybody, your neighbor, tell somebody. Instagram. Share on your Instagram story. Yo, this is my goal. I've been struggling. I'm posting this for accountability, just so y'all know I'm on a weight loss journey. Accountability, number 1. Number 2, weight loss comes down to calories in versus calories out. So we cannot, with 100% accuracy, track our calories in and calories out because even on nutrition labels, they have a 20% margin of error that they're allowed to have. So even what you see on nutrition labels, it can be 20% off inaccurate. And when you track your calories burned during your workouts or even like your step count, it's never going to be 100% accurate. Like these gadgets, they do their best, but it's not God, it's not perfect. But you still want to track your calories in and your calorie output, whether that's through Garmin watch, an Apple watch, an Oura ring. You want to track your calories in and calories out, even if it's not 100% accurate, just so you have a general idea of what's going in and what's coming out. And this is going to give you even more accountability, but also help you know if you need to adjust something. So it's not about being 100% accurate, but it's having a general idea of how many calories you're eating and how many calories you're burning in a day. And if you see that you're consistently eating roughly the same amount of calories and you're burning roughly the same amount of calories and you are not making progress, then you can either change how much you're eating, or you can change how many calories you're burning by walking more, doing more movement, whatever, to burn more calories, or you can do both to speed up your weight loss progress. But knowing roughly how many calories you're eating and how many calories you are burning is vital to losing weight and keeping it off long term. Okay. It really is, because weight loss comes down to calories in, calories out. Number three, hang out and surround yourself with people who are also on a weight loss journey or who are into eating healthy, taking care of their body, and looking good. You are the people that you surround yourself with. I cannot say this enough. You are the people that you become the people that you surround yourself with. So if you hang out with people who value going out to eat and drink and trying all of the delicious foods, nothing wrong with that, but just understand that's going to make your weight loss journey a bajillion times harder. I recommend, for however long your weight loss journey is, minimize contact with those friends who like to eat and drink their face off, and make friends with people who like to work out, who like to eat healthy, who like to meal prep, who like to do all the fitness related things. And if you're like, I literally don't know anybody who is into health and fitness, like all my friends are massive foodies and they don't like to work out or exercise or sweat, this is the beauty of the internet. Facebook group, meetup.com, Reddit forums, Bumble BFF, put yourself out there, which, yes, is terrifying, especially in our age of social media where like we're glued to our phones and we don't know how to human. But I'm telling you right now, once you make that first contact with somebody online, you're going to realize, oh my God, it's not that scary. They're also a human being. They also want to make friends. They're also scared to reach out to somebody else. I'm not alone. Like, people are not scary. I promise you, they're not scary. Reach out. They're going to be so thankful that you reach out to them first. But make friends, find friends who are into health and fitness, who are also trying to lose weight. It is going to help your journey, help you mentally, and help you feel supported. And as social creatures, we need that support. Weight loss is hard. It is a 24/7 job. You need support more than yourself. You do. And when you have friends where you can motivate each other and cheer each other on and also talk about your struggles, you are really going to feel that community and that support. And it doesn't even have to be a lot of friends. It can be one friend. One friend. You guys are on the same journey together. I'm actually doing this with my best friend right now, not on a weight loss journey, but we're on a dating journey. And just having her to talk to every day is so therapeutic, and it makes me feel not alone and gives me the courage to keep going. So find a friend. Find a friend. Number 4, track your weight, your measurements, and your progress photos. I recommend tracking your weight every day. This is the most accurate way to do it. Track your weight every day, first thing in the morning, when you wake up, after you use the restroom, and then take the average weight of each week and use that as your weekly average. As women, our bodies fluctuate massively. Okay. You can gain 3 pounds in one day and it's just water weight because of, I don't know, stress, your time of the month, you had bad sleep. And so many women be like, oh my God, I just gained 3 pounds. I worked so hard to lose that 3 pounds. I suck. This is not working. I'm going to give up. No, girl, weight fluctuations are more than normal. Okay. So, what you want to do, instead of taking each weight each day and using that as your gospel, you need to weigh yourself every day and then take the average weight of each week and use that one number to compare week over week. You want to compare your weekly averages. Okay. Measurements are also so important, especially if you are lifting weights, because a lot of times when you're lifting weights, you are building muscle and losing fat at the same time. And on the scale, it may look like you're not losing weight, your weight's staying the same, or even you're gaining weight, depending on how quickly you're building muscle compared to how quickly you're losing body fat. And that can be very discouraging. So taking measurements is another form of um what is it? Like progress metrics that can just give you a more accurate assessment of what is happening with your physique. So for most people, when they lose weight, especially your waist measurement, you're not going to be building a significant amount of muscle in your waist. So using your waist measurement and comparing that week over week can help you figure out if you're actually losing body fat, even if the scale's not moving, because you could be losing muscle mass. Now, for my apple body women, where they store the majority of their weight in their midsection, and their midsection is the last to lose body fat, the waist measurement's not going to be quite as helpful, because you could be losing body fat, but in your arms and legs, and your waist is seeing no difference. And so, if you're only using your waist measurement, you're going to think, oh my God, I'm not making progress, when really you are. You're just losing fat in other areas. So, it's again, none of these metrics by themselves are perfect or should be used alone, but use them in conjunction with one another to give you a better picture. And last but not least, and the best, like the most important thing that you need to do is take progress photos, because that will really give you the most accurate assessment. But even then, even with progress photos, I have had clients where in their photos, they don't look different, but I see them in person, massive difference. So all of these, take them with a grain of salt, okay? Take them with a grain of salt, but each one is very helpful and useful, because you're gonna lose body fat in different areas. You can be gaining muscle. And so never rely on one sole measurement. And everybody uses the scale and relies on the scale because it's the easiest. It's like the easiest to just step on a scale and see the number, versus like take out your measuring tape and do that. Take progress photos, which is like so painful for most people. They don't want to see their physique, especially where they're not in a place where they're confident in. But you have to do all three in order to get the most accurate assessment of your progress. In This is not a tangible metric, but all of those three in conjunction with how you feel, because oftentimes you can feel yourself getting lighter before anything else changes. So I'm a big proponent of also using how you feel to assess whether or not you are making progress. I personally, especially if you're in tune with your body, like I'm very in tune with my body, I can feel when I'm losing body fat. I don't even have to look in the mirror. I don't have to step on a scale. I don't have to use measurements. I don't do any of that. I can feel when I'm losing body fat. I can feel when I'm leaner. So, weight, measurements, progress photos, and how do you feel? Do you feel lighter? Do you feel less bloated? Do you feel leaner? I think my dogs are causing commotion downstairs. Ruh-roh. Last but not least, this is so vital. It's You are a human being. Humans are emotional, and our emotions are so closely tied with food. If you overeat, go over your calories, make a mistake, mess up, be compassionate with yourself. You're a human being. You're a human being. You're not a robot. And instead of saying, wow, I messed up, I suck, like I ruined the day, I want you to be curious instead. I want you to completely get rid of beating yourself up, criticizing yourself. And you're going to swap that out for being curious of, oh, I wonder what happened here. I wonder why I overate. I wonder why I ate more calories than I intended to. I wonder why I indulged more than I wanted to. I wonder why I skipped my workout. I wonder why I said I was going to go hit my steps but didn't. I want you to be compassionate and curious. Two C's. Compassionate and curious with yourself. Most people have no compassion and have no curiosity. Instead, when they mess up, they're like, I suck. There's something wrong with me. This doesn't work. I'm going to be fat forever. Like, that's not helpful at all. And it's not true. You're a human being. Do you know how many times I've messed up on my journey? Oh my God, yesterday I overate massively. Did I beat myself up? No, I said, okay, what happened? I was going through a lot mentally, and your girl needed an escape. And I used ice cream to escape. And I said, okay, what can I do next time? Well, I could catch myself before I had all this mental turmoil happening during this argument I had with somebody that led me to emotional eating. Perhaps next time I can take a breather and pause and analyze whether the story I was telling myself is actually true or helpful, and encourage myself to sit with my emotions, with my frustration, and calm myself down through breathing exercises, yoga, meditation, instead of going for food. Now, all of this requires a high level of self awareness. I do acknowledge that. Like, if you're not self aware at all, I mean, you're gonna have no idea how to deal with your emotions. So perhaps we need to do a video on self awareness and how to become more self aware. But self awareness, so important, and learning how to reflect on what happened if you messed up, and what potential solutions you could do differently in the future, and understand that this whole journey is trial and error. Okay, you're not going to get it perfect right in the beginning, and that's not how life is meant to go anyways. You're meant to stumble and fall down and make mistakes and learn from them and get up and grow. I don't know who taught you. I I know who taught me that you should be perfect, but I'm here to tell you that no, you're not here to be perfect. You're here to be real. You're here to be human. You're here to learn. You're here to pick yourself back up and grow from your mistakes and be nice to yourself. Be curious. Don't berate yourself and be like, oh my God, I suck. I just need to do better next time. Like, you have to assess what actually happened and then give yourself realistic solutions to overcome that problem. That's what you need to do. Okay. Okay. You want to work with me? Message me on Instagram at VIVIANNNGO. Or you can go to my website at teamevolve.co and submit an application form, and I will reach out to you within 48 business hours. Okay? Goodbye.